everybody. I think we're on the air. I pushed that button at 2 o'clock, I guess. Oh, all right. Anyway, you're going to recognize me as somebody who I'm not. Actually, I'm his brother. You'll see in a minute what I'm talking about, maybe less than a minute. And here I come. Does it stop by itself now? Ah. Wait a minute, gang. It may not stop by itself. Ah! Now, I ain't Santa Claus. Don't mistake me now. I'm Santa Claus's brother. I'm Psychic Santa, and I'll get that up here in a minute. Oh, here it comes. Okay, I guess I push this button now. Nope. Okay, hold it, gang. We're working on it. I got something to read to you. Let me read this while we're getting this straightened out. Okay, a few weeks ago now, I told you guys I'm a slow thinker. I've told you that a lot of times, and indeed I am. And here's a perfect example. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, took me this long to get it, I had a couple people call me and talk to me about dreams, okay? And they had dreams of death, and they asked me, does that mean that they're going to die? And I kind of went over I thought it was more important to go over the fact that there's no such thing as death. But I really, as I viewed the tape, I noticed that I didn't really explain totally, no, it doesn't necessarily mean death, but changes. A dream about somebody dying could just indicate, that they're going to pass on to the other side, but it's not a given. It could be that they're just going to go through a lot of changes, or maybe they are even now going through a lot of changes. It could indicate a 7-year cycle switchover coming up for that person where their whole life is going to change and become totally different. So death dreams are not necessarily, I hate that word death because it's only reality. In actuality, there's no such thing as death. In reality, things appear to die, but they don't really. They don't actually. Okay, now, next thing I got to apologize to my 13-year-old caller. Yes, okay, I neglected to tell you, and I know you were waiting for me to. It's one of the reasons you called, and I know it. But I didn't know it then, so I'm going to have to catch up on that. You wanted me to talk to you about your 7-year cycle switchover. After all, you're 13 years old. That means you are at a 7-year cycle switchover. It's the second one you've been through, but none of us remember the first one between 6 and 8. Okay, but between 13 and 15, we pretty much remember that one. Okay, it's a rough period of time for you, my brother. Yes, absolutely. You've got lots of changes going on in your life. Destiny, or I prefer God, but a lot of people don't believe in God, so I'll substitute the word destiny. Destiny is trying to change your life for the better, and you need to let it happen. You need not to fight it. But it's a little scary at that time because changes are scary, but you're going to be fine. You just need to just let it happen, go with the flow. Later on, as you become an adult, you'll need to let go. And you may want to call me back up sometime and let me know if the other things apply to 13-year-olds as well in this regard. In that 7-year cycle switchovers normally mean you need to let go of all the people, places, things, activities, events, and habits that are holding you back, holding you down, preventing you from being happy. Normally, it's easier for an adult to do that. Let me know if destiny is, or if God's trying to do that with you as well. But at the same time you let go, you need to let in the new, because God basically is trying to change your life for the better. It happens every 7 years. Okay, but you're going to be okay. Just know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. It's your 15th birthday. You'll come off this bumpy road, and life will all of a sudden on that day, on that birthday, become softer, smoother, softer, and easier and happier for you. I needed to let you know that, and I didn't, and I should have. I apologize, my brother. Okay, now next thing I want to point out, I had a lady that called that I told her she needs to get somebody before the end of the year, and she said, yeah, before the end of the year, right? And I said, yeah, but then as I viewed it, I later realized that maybe she means December 31st, that year. That's not the year I go by. I go by the Oriental year. Okay, and this Oriental year ends like on February 8th. So you don't have to find somebody before December 31st, but definitely before February 8th. And when I said you have to, I mean that you'll have the opportunity to. I think I cleared that